As far as making it simple for IT departments and even end users, I think the IGEL story has been there all along. I was first introduced to IGEL sometime around 2007 or so, I think. And what attracted me to the IGEL platform, even back then, was a focus on not having overly complex tools to run the, at that point, thin clients. And now being able to extend to additional devices, not just thin clients, using the same software and being able to do a lot with it, makes it so that IT has to have less tools to worry about training on, less tools to have to work on and worry about, especially in the IT world today. What I'm finding a lot of is turnover.
And IGEL is certainly one of our most strategic partners. What I love about IGEL, it allows our customers to save money by repurposing their old endpoints, and with their Edge OS, truly makes life a heck of a lot easier managing the endpoints, and the ability to manage tens of thousands of endpoints from one console is very powerful. Sure, IGEL plays in the thin client space, but with their Edge OS, they truly don't have any competitors. And when you think of the value proposition of IGEL, saving money and making life easier with automation, it's very similar to what VMware did 20 plus years ago. What VMware did in the data center, IGEL is doing at the endpoint with their Edge OS. And I think it's a great partnership. The opportunity ahead is huge. I mean, there's not a hotter company in the end user computing space than IGEL, and I look forward to our partnership.
There's a lot of staff moving around to different companies and things like that. And so to have to retrain your staff on a whole new platform with multiple different elements and multiple different vendors every single time, it costs a fortune. And so I think as far as the simplicity play with IGEL, making it all there in one is, to me, a huge advantage.
IGEL has a unique model where they focus on a great software management tool that allows IT managers to effectively manage the fleet of computers that are there and not have individual settings for each one and done laboriously. You can effectively use the utility management suite to configure across your entire enterprise. And that gives great flexibility and cost savings. The package is very power efficient, so we know that there's a cost savings because those products tend to not have fans and other components that fail, so the longevity of the product is there and the cost of ownership goes down. And then the ability to really have a secure OS that allows you then to deploy in any direction, whether it be Windows virtual machine or you want to just stay on a Linux platform. It gives a lot of versatility in different directions that you may take as enterprises may start out with cloud first, maybe they don't. Maybe they have a lot of legacy things that are still Linux based or they need VDI. So this gives a great flexible platform to choose really any direction that an enterprise may start with and grow into.
I think what a lot of the vendors are doing, IGEL with their Cloud OS, Microsoft with WVD and their brokering solution, is they're taking some of the administration that was normally left to administrators on premises to own and maintain and patch and manage. And I think what they're doing is they're saying, hey, you know what, we're taking that piece out of your hands. We're going to handle that core infrastructure of your deployment and let you focus on the actual workloads. And in doing so, they're keeping their part of it greenfield, always up to date, patched. So I think it takes some of the burden of, I've got to make sure everything's upgraded in all the right ways. I think it eases that a little bit and helps customers focus on their part of the security, let Microsoft focus on their part of the security. And I think that in this particular case, really just helps people be more focused on security.
I think IGEL, and especially the IGEL OS variety of implementations you can do, really drive the simplicity of getting the endpoint part of the equation figured out and getting it deployed quickly. If you look at the way UMS sets up endpoints and has them register, we're talking minutes, not weeks or months, or a long exercise of making sure it goes through this cloud or that cloud. By having the flexibility to set up the components on the back end for UMS and for the gateways, that sets up the ability to manage any endpoint that can talk to that gateway relatively quickly.